everyone for the MySQL video session. Today we're going to see a very important aggregate function, that is count function. The previous session we have seen all the different aggregate functions which is used along with the select statement. So in this class we are going to see what are the different types of queries we can use along with the count function. We will see one by one. So the count can be used in three different ways. So we will go ahead. So MySQL count function is used to return the count of an expression, as already we've studied. It allows us to count all the rows, or we can use only a particular rows that matches a condition. And sometimes you can count along with a null value. Sometimes you can count without null value. And this aggregate function return type is big int, and it returns 0 if the particular condition does not match in any of the rows. So we have different functions. So first one is count star, and count of expression, and count of distinct, three forms of usage. So we'll see one by one in detail. So the count star function uses the select statement to return the count of rows in a result. So the result set contains non-null values, null values, and duplicate values. That means duplicate rows. The count of expression. This function returns the result set without containing a null rows, but it will accept the duplicate values. The next one is count of distinct expression. So this function returns count of distinct rows without containing null values, without taking a duplicate values. So these are the three different forms you can apply in result set. So we'll see a syntax of count function first, and we will see all three different types of examples in the next topic. So the first thing is select count of aggregate function. The previous topic itself, we have seen the syntax of it, the count and aggregate expression, and from table and where conditions. Aggregate expression is the column or expression which we want to find out the count. The next table name, in which table you are going to retrieve the records. At least one table has to be given in the from class. And where condition is optional. If you want to fulfill any particular condition, that can be given in the where condition form. So now we are going to see this concept with a clear example. So I have a table called employees. The employee consists of 5 attributes, that is employee ID, employee name, employee age, city, income. And each attribute have certain tuples inside. We have totally 8 records. So we will see examples on this. So based on this table only, we are going to work on certain examples. So we'll go with the first example with count of expression form. So we have a count and we have certain expression. So execute the following query that uses the count of expression function to calculate total number of employees' name available in the table. So we will go to the table first. So in the employee name, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the answer should be an 8. So we will be getting a count of 8. So here there is no null values. So we are getting all 8. If any one null value is there, then the answer will be 7 over here. Next condition. So execute the following statement that returns all rows from employee table, and where class specifies that the rows whose value in the column employee age is greater than 32. So I have given select all employees. They have clearly mentioned that all rows from that employee table. So we have to go with count star condition. And one more condition is also given, the column employee age is greater than 32. So it should be like the entire records who's satisfying age greater than 32. So we go to the table again. So it's greater than 32, not 32 greater than or equal to. It's like greater than 32. So we cannot consider 32. So 40, 35, 45, 35 again, and 40 again. So we have 5 records. So we will get the answer as 5 over here. The next one. So the select statement uses the count distinct expression function that counts the non-null and distinct rows in the column employee age. So select count distinct employee age. From the employees. So I'm just going to my table again. So we have distinct age. So we have 32 here. So we have one more 32. So we will take only once. 40 we have, and 35 we have, and 45 we have. The remaining things are repeated. So 32 is repeating, again 32 is repeating, 35 is repeating, and 40 is repeating. So we will take only one occurrence of a value. So the answer should be and 4. So the distinct value should be taken. So the answer for this query is number for the count of 4. How this count function will be used along with the group by functions. So we can also use this count function with the group by class that returns a count of element in each group. So category wise, if you want to do any result set, then you can go with count along with group by functions. So for example, a following statement returns the number of employees in each city. So we want to categorize the employees based on city. So select employee name and city and count star. If suppose a person who is coming from Delhi, he don't have a certain details in the row set. So that details also should be taken consideration. That's why I'm making star over here. And I'm grouping that table in the form of city. So you will see the result. So before getting to this result, we will go to the table again. So we have certain cities over here, like Newark, California, Arizona, Florida. So the Newark is not repeated, but the Florida, we have 2 members. California, we have 2 members. The remaining places, we have only 1 member. So here you can see, New York, we have only 1 person. And California, we have 2 persons. And Florida, we have 2 persons. Remaining one occurrence is there. Not the name city is repeated once, but the occurrence will be denoted as 2. So this way we will group the attributes and apply that into the result set. Actually, the grouping will happen on attributes, but the result set will be given based on the conditions. And how this count function can be used along with having an order by class. We have already studied the order by, which is used to make the result set into ascending or descending order. So we'll execute a query that gives the employees names whose at least 2 age same and sorts them based on the count result. So select employee name and employee age, count staff and employees. I'm going to group them based on the age. After grouping, whichever group have more than 2 or equal to 2. So that alone I'm going to order by. And for the order by, I'm not going to give any conditions. Among these 2 or more than 2, I'm going to make the order by. So here you can see in Donald we have 2 members, so that is ordered. And Obama we have 2, and Peter we have 3. So in this you can see first 2 it is given, and then it is given as 3. So when you have the same values, there is no particular order to be followed. So both can be considered. And here in what basis they have given in the basis of alphabetical order. First Donald is given, then Obama is given. So when you are using a group by along with a having class, first it will group and then it will apply the conditions. Suppose if you use group by along with a where condition, first it will apply the condition, then it will group. So it is syntactically correct, but logically it will be the wrong answer. So when you have aggregate function along with a group by function, then you have to go. If you have specific conditions, then you have to go with a having class along with the group by functions. Thank you. We will see about the sum function in the next session.